There is a moment in life that changes you forever. A moment you don't see coming. A moment you can't prepare for. A moment that forces you to face the truth you have been avoiding. For me, that moment arrived on a day that started like any other. A day that felt ordinary, but turned out to be the day the universe tested me harder than ever before. I didn't know then that everything I believed about manifestation, alignment, timing, and destiny was about to flip upside down. I didn't know that the universe wasn't ignoring me, it was sculpting me. And I didn't know that the discomfort I felt was the exact sign that everything I wanted was closer than I realized. But this is the story of how I found out. The day everything went wrong, that morning I woke up with a heaviness in my chest, not anxiety, not fear, just heaviness. The kind that tells you something is off, even if you can't explain why. I checked my phone, nothing, no message I was waiting for. No confirmation, no opportunity, no sign, just pure silence. It felt like the universe had gone quiet, like it stepped away for a moment and left me alone with my thoughts. And as the hours passed, everything around me began falling apart one piece at a time. Someone I trusted backed out of something important. An expected payment didn't arrive. A plan I put energy into completely collapsed. And worst of all, I felt myself losing faith. I remember thinking, why does it always get hardest right when I'm trying my best? It didn't feel fair. It didn't feel aligned. It didn't feel like the universe was supporting me at all. I felt like I was being pushed backward, dragged down, blocked, like every door was closing in my face. What I didn't realize was this: sometimes the universe tests your energy before it blesses your reality. I didn't know that yet, but I was about to. The breaking point. By noon, I couldn't take it anymore. The frustration, the doubt, the feeling that notice I was doing mattered. I walked outside just to breathe, no destination, just movement. I walked past everything familiar, the same streets, the same noise, the same routine. But it all felt different that day, heavier, colder, quieter. I kept walking until the world around me felt muted, like everything else faded into the background and it was just me and a question echoing in my mind: what am I doing wrong? But the truth was, I wasn't doing anything wrong. I reached a quiet spot and sat down. The sky looked still, too still. The kind of stillness that makes you feel like the world is waiting for you to figure something out. And finally, for the first time in months, I said to the universe, if I'm missing something, show me. Not begging, not pleading, just surrendering. And that's when it hit me. Not like a gentle realization, not like a soft whisper, but like a lightning strike through my entire awareness. The words formed in my mind so clearly that I knew they weren't coming from fear or worry or insecurity. They were coming from something higher. The universe doesn't test to punish you, it tests to prepare you. Every closed door wasn't rejection, it was direction. Every delay wasn't denial, it was alignment. Every loss was not punishment, it was protection. And suddenly everything began making sense. The universe wasn't talking things away from me. And the universe wasn't taking things away from me. It was removing everything that didn't match the identity I was stepping into. Because you cannot go to the next level with the energy of the last one. You cannot attract abundance with a scarcity mindset. You cannot attract aligned people with holding on to misaligned ones. You can't receive blessings while carrying the weight of old patterns. And here's the truth I didn't want to face. I had asked for a bigger life, but I was still acting like the smaller version of me. So the universe gave me a test, not to break me, but to reveal me. The actual shift inside me. As this realization sank in, something inside me changed, completely changed. I stopped feeling like life was happening to me. I understood that life was happening for me. I stopped seeing obstacles as threats. I saw them as calibration. I stopped asking why isn't this working and start asking what is this shaping. Suddenly everything that went wrong made sense. The people who left, they couldn't walk into the future I was building. The opportunities that didn't happen, they were too small for the version of me I was becoming. The money that got delayed, it was preparing to come in a way that would expand me, not stress me. The silence, it was space for a new frequency to come through. Nothing was falling apart, everything was falling into place. And then the shift happened, not physically, completely energetically. I felt grounded again, stronger, clearer, certain, and that certainty changed everything. Within hours, messages started coming in, a new opportunity appeared, one that was better than the one I lost. A payment cleared that had been stuck for weeks. Someone reached out with information I needed. Doors opened effortlessly, but only after I aligned. The universe was not ignoring me at all. It was waiting for me to stop panicking, waiting for me to see the bigger purpose, waiting for me to choose faith over fear. Because the universe cannot bless you through fear, it can only bless you through alignment. This was the hardest truth of all. The universe doesn't test you when you're weak. It tests you right before everything shifts. Right before the breakthrough, right before the blessing, right before the manifestation. The moment you feel like giving up is often the moment the universe is whispering, hold on, you're almost there. And most people quit at the edge of their breakthrough. But I didn't. And that day taught me something I'll never forget in my life. If your life feels like a test, it means you're chosen. The universe tests people who are not on the verge of change. It tests the ones who are about to transform. So if you're listening to this right now and your life feels heavy and things feel uncertain and doors feel closed, Here is your sign. You're not being blocked, my friend. You're being built. You're not being punished. You're being positioned. You're not stuck. You are in transition. The universe has not abandoned you. It's preparing you for a level of life your old self could not survive. And one day soon, you are going to look back at this exact moment and say, this test was the turning point. Because it is. This is the moment the universe is shaping you, strengthening you, aligning you. This is your transformation phase, your preparation phase, your evolution phase. And when the breakthrough hits, when the blessings arrives, when everything finally clicks, you will understand why the universe had to test you first. Because you were never losing, you were leveling up. I will see you in my next video.